If you are over 60, what you are about to hear could change what you put on your plate starting today. Not a supplement, not a medication, not an expensive treatment. 4 foods sitting in grocery stores right now, affordable, accessible, and backed by science that most seniors never get to hear because nobody in the food industry profits from telling you the truth about them. Here is what happens inside your body after 60 that nobody explains clearly enough. Your arteries stiffen. Your brain slowly loses the structural fat it depends on. Your muscles hold less water and recover more slowly. And the inflammation that was always there starts winning. Most seniors are told to eat less fat, move more, take their medication. But the research tells a completely different story. Certain fats do not just feed the body, they protect the brain. They rebuild the cushioning inside joints. They calm the inflammation, quietly destroying circulation from the inside out. And the number 1 fat on this list is one most seniors eat occasionally as a snack, without having any idea that science links it directly to better memory, sharper thinking, and less of the stiffness that steals independence year by year. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments your age, where you are watching from, and which of these 4 you already eat. We read every single one. Now let's get into number 4. Number 4. Chia seeds. Most seniors who eat chia seeds are thinking about digestion. That is not wrong, but it is selling this tiny seed seriously short. After 60, one of the most underestimated problems in the body is not disease. It is not weakness. It is something far more basic that most people never connect to how they feel every single day. Dehydration inside the muscles and joints. As the body ages, it holds less water naturally. Muscles become flatter, joints lose cushioning. And that low-level dehydration does not always feel like thirst. It feels like fatigue, like stiffness in the morning, like dizziness after standing up, like cramps that wake you up at 3 a.m. for no obvious reason. Chia seeds absorb up to 10 times their weight in liquid. They form a gel that slows digestion and helps the body retain hydration longer than water alone. For seniors whose fluid balance is already working against them, that is not a small thing. Researchers from the University of Toronto found that older adults who regularly consumed chia seeds showed improved hydration markers and better post-meal blood sugar control compared to those on low-fiber diets. They also deliver plant-based omega-3 fatty acids that help calm inflammation around joints and blood vessels. And their soluble fiber feeds healthy gut bacteria, which supports steadier energy and less bloating throughout the day. Here is the practical part. 1 tablespoon soaked in water, yogurt or oatmeal for 15 minutes before eating. That is all. Do not eat them dry, especially if swallowing is something you need to be careful about. Chia seeds will not transform your health overnight, but as a daily habit they quietly support the hydration, inflammation, and blood sugar balance that everything else depends on. And if chia seeds work from the inside out, number 3 works at a level most seniors never think about. Because what it protects is not just your muscles or your joints, it is your brain. Now tell us in the comments, which of these 4 are you adding to your plate first? We read every single one, and your answer might inspire another senior watching right now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this channel was built specifically for you. Hit that button and make sure you never miss what comes next. Number 3. Fatty fish. Margaret was 68 when she noticed something that scared her more than any diagnosis ever had. She was forgetting words mid-sentence. Not names, not dates, words, simple ones, the kind she had used her entire life. Her doctor ran tests. Everything came back normal, but normal did not explain why she felt like her mind was moving through fog every single afternoon. Her nutritionist asked one question that changed everything. How often do you eat fish? Margaret could not remember the last time. Within 6 weeks of adding fatty fish twice a week to her diet, the fog began lifting. Not completely, not dramatically, but enough that her family noticed before she did. Now here is the science behind why. After 60, the brain naturally shrinks over time. Inflammation inside blood vessels increases, the connections between nerve cells begin to slow down, and the structural fat the brain depends on to maintain those connections has to come from somewhere. That fat is called DHA, and fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, trout, is one of the only foods that delivers it directly without conversion. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate omega-3-rich fish several times per week had significantly better walking speed and grip strength than those who rarely ate it. Not just brain function, physical function too. Fatty fish is also naturally rich in vitamin D, a nutrient the CDC estimates over 40% of older adults are deficient in. Low vitamin D is directly associated with falls, weak bones, fatigue, and low mood. 2 servings a week, baked or grilled. That is the target. It will not reverse cognitive decline on its own, but as part of how you eat regularly, it gives the brain and the muscles some of what they are quietly running out of. And while fatty fish feeds the brain from within, number 2 protects something seniors rarely think about until it is already damaged: the arteries themselves. And if nobody has told you lately that your health still matters deeply at this age, we are telling you now. Hit that subscribe button. This channel exists specifically for you, and what is coming next might be the most important thing you watch this week. Number 2. Extra virgin olive oil. Let's talk about rust. Not the kind on old pipes or garden tools, the kind happening inside your body right now, silently, daily, with every meal that feeds inflammation instead of fighting it. Scientists call it oxidative stress. And after 60 it accelerates in ways most seniors never see coming. It stiffens artery walls. It makes the heart work harder to push blood through vessels that used to be flexible. It reduces circulation to the muscles, the brain, and the organs that depend on steady oxygen delivery to function properly. That is not aging. That is damage. And damage can be slowed. Extra virgin olive oil contains some of the highest concentrations of polyphenols found in any food. These are not vitamins, they are not minerals, they are compounds that work directly inside the artery walls, reducing oxidative stress at the cellular level. The Predimon trial, one of the largest nutrition studies ever conducted, followed over 7,000 adults and found that those who consumed extra virgin olive oil regularly had significantly lower rates of cardiovascular events, better memory retention, and improved mobility compared to those who did not. But here is what most people get wrong. Not all olive oil does this. Refined olive oil loses most of its protective compounds during processing. Real extra virgin olive oil should taste slightly peppery at the back of the throat. That mild burn is the polyphenols working. No burn, no benefit. It should come in a dark bottle, away from heat, away from direct sunlight. And it should never be used for high-temperature frying, which destroys the very compounds that make it valuable. 1 to 2 tablespoons daily, drizzled over vegetables, mixed into salads, used lightly in cooking. It will not unclog arteries or reverse years of damage overnight, but as a daily habit it gives the cardiovascular system something it rarely gets from modern diets: consistent protection from the inside out. And if olive oil guards the arteries, number 1 works at a level that connects everything: the brain, the blood vessels, the joints, the inflammation running quietly through all of them. And most seniors are already eating it, just not enough of it. Number 1. Walnuts. Most seniors think of walnuts as a snack, something to grab between meals, something to toss into a salad, something that tastes fine but nothing special. What they do not know is that they have been holding one of the most researched brain protective foods on earth in the palm of their hand, and simply not eating enough of it. Here is what almost nobody tells seniors about walnuts. They are not just a nut. They are one of the only plant foods that contains alpha-linolenic acid, a specific omega-3 fat that the brain and nervous system use directly to fight the inflammation, quietly dismantling cognitive function after 60. The brain is nearly 60% fat, and as we age, oxidative stress and chronic inflammation slowly damage the connections between brain cells. Not dramatically, not all at once, just gradually. A little slower recall, a little more difficulty finding words, a little more fatigue after thinking hard. Most seniors accept this as normal aging. The science suggests otherwise. A large study from UCLA found that adults who regularly consumed walnuts performed significantly better on memory and cognitive tests compared to those who rarely ate them. Not supplements, not medication. Walnuts, But the benefits do not stop at the brain. Walnuts support blood vessel function, which means more oxygen reaching brain tissue, muscles, and the heart over time. They contain polyphenols and antioxidants that reduce the chronic inflammation many seniors feel as stiffness, slow recovery after activity, and that persistent low energy that never quite goes away no matter how much sleep they get. None of this is magic. A handful of walnuts will not reverse years of inflammation in a week. But here is what makes walnuts genuinely special as a daily habit. The combination of omega-3s, polyphenols, and antioxidants working together in one small food supports brain health, circulation, and mobility simultaneously. Most foods do one thing well. Walnuts do three. One small handful daily is enough. Freshness matters more than most people realize, because walnuts contain delicate oils that spoil faster than other nuts. If they smell bitter or sharp, they have already turned. Store them in a cool, dry place and replace them regularly. That is the entire habit. A small handful, fresh, daily. Simple enough to start today, powerful enough to matter years from now. 4 fats, all of them affordable, all of them sitting in grocery stores right now. None of these are miracle foods. They will not undo years of damage overnight. Now tell us in the comments, which of these 4 are you adding to your plate first? We read every single one, and your answer might inspire another senior watching right now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this channel was built specifically for you. Hit that button and make sure you never miss what comes next. Thanks for watching.